Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you are new. This is going to be a quantum healing activation in honor of Shiva. So we'll be activating, and I already posted the Shakti video, so make sure you check that out as well. Shakti and Shiva are the masculine and feminine aspects that are complementary to each other. The male deity, also known as Purusha, which means pure consciousness. So in this video, we'll be working to purify and awaken this divine consciousness. And according to Shaivism, which is one of the major branches of yogic philosophy, there's a divine masculine energy that takes the form of the Hindu god Shiva, and a divine feminine energy that takes the form of the goddess Shakti. So both Shakti and Shiva are alive in both men and women. And all of us have the divine masculine, or Shiva, and the divine feminine, Shakti, aspects to our being. And it's said that the divine feminine resides in our left side, while the masculine resides on the right. And we hold these energies within us, and when they're united, there's complete balance and joy and presence within our entire being. So Shiva is another name for the absolute reality or absolute consciousness that makes up our cosmos. And Shiva is the transcendent aspect of cosmic consciousness, or the source of everything that is. Okay. Shiva, in all his steadfast union between the internal world and the external world, is often known as the Lord of Yoga. And that's too much. So I'm putting together some ingredients, you guys, if you're wondering, just to add to the physical element of this. We've got some marigold, which is associated with the masculine sun energy, used as an offering to awaken this aspect. We've got birch bark, which is really good for purification. It's also good to release any, darker attachments that you may have. Banish your fears, build your courage. Okay. And in the tradition of Shaivism, the Shiva is forever in union with Shakti, his divinely feminine consort. And the nature of Shiva energy is steadfast. It's stable, it's peaceful, it's strong, totally unmoved with complete presence. Okay, got some red clover here. Shiva represents the state of being unmoved by pain or suffering brought on by the external world. He's centered, grounded, compassionate, and we can invoke his pure presence through meditation to call in the extraordinary qualities of Shiva into our own being. This is some peppermint for purification. It's also good for healing. So direction, purpose, freedom, awareness, these are all divine masculine qualities. Okay, got some ginger for power, success. We got some clover here. I can't remember if I already added some, so we're going to add a little more. This is really good for protection, as well as to get rid of any negative energies. And we finally have some basil, which is a really good protector. It's also really good for love, money, success. All right. So all of the things of creation are birthed through the feminine aspect of Shakti, and all of us have these qualities within us as well. This is why I recommend watching both the Shakti and the Shiva activations, as it'll bring balance. And the Shiva presence it's just exquisitely beautiful. It's the union, Shakti and Shiva make up the half woman lord known as Ardeshar Ardeshharnavara. I don't know, it's a tongue tie, it's a long one. Ardeshharnavara. And I'll show you what this looks like. So it's got both aspects, and this is on an energetic level, and metaphorically, it's just a representation of balance, okay? And shows how we have both within us. It's an androgynous figure, right? And it shows the union of the masculine and feminine aspects of our being. So this could be an image that comes into mind or that you pull in during this meditation. You don't have to. I would like to invite you to take a moment, if you haven't already, pause the video and think of your intention or what it is that you would like to create with this, or you don't have to have anything. It can be just to activate whatever it is that the divine would like to activate within you at this time. Okay. So Shiva is the yogi god with the naked torso and the muscled neck, muscled legs, with the snake and the dreadlocks and the snake around his neck, right? He carries the trident, and he has a very peaceful face. Shakti has long hair, large almond-shaped eyes, delicate features, and she wears a flowing silk cloth, and one of her feet is raised in dance. So you can see, and just by like interacting with this, you can see and you can notice different reflections. Okay. Anyhow, Shiva is the yogi god with his aspects of the physical, right? It conveys balance and joy and presence. And Shiva is a Hindu deity with many incarnations. He's part of the Trimurti alongside Brahma and Vishnu, and represents multiple benevolent paradoxes, right? Because he was the first yogi, I should say, from whom all yogic knowledge expanded. Shiva was the god of yogis and of yoga practice. Shiva is also called the destroyer, but he's also called the restorer, right? Because his acts of destruction serve to rejuvenate life and energy. And essentially, Shiva is that which is not. Right? He's the nothingness that holds everything, doing that which the something can't do. Shiva is the source of yogic traditions, and when an individual practices yoga and achieves union between the mind, body, and spirit, they achieve harmony with all things. Therefore, they experience nothingness because the ego is destroyed. So Lord Shiva is depicted with a third eye on his forehead. The king of serpents, Vasiki, is coiled around his neck. and the crescent moon lies upon his head, and the Ganga river flows from his matted hair. He also possesses the trident, the drum in most images. So let's get into it. I think we've described him enough. I did pull a couple runes. We have Iwaz, which is the horse, essentially describing equality and duality and change. And Manas, I'm sorry, Fitu came out. Mana's head came out as well, but I don't know where he went. Fitu is wealth, abundance, and about meeting your goals. Okay. All right, guys. So I would invite you just to get into a comfortable position, and whether that's seated or laying down, it's completely up to you. Either way will work as long as your back is flat. Okay? And once you've gotten in that comfortable position, just go ahead and take a deep breath. All the way in and all the way out. And pull your attention now to your feet. I want you to picture or imagine there are roots growing out from the bottom of your feet, perhaps also from your seat or your back or whatever is touching the surface. And they say the deeper the roots, the higher you fly. So just allow those roots to go down, down, down. And when they've gotten deep enough, go ahead and allow them to wrap around whatever is down there, dirt or rocks or mud, or perhaps the central sun. And just allow those roots to wrap around tightly, and then give them a good tug, and you automatically feel the energetic connection, and you can let go. And on your breaths, I want you to deepen your breathing. And on your in-breath, almost like you're sucking a straw, you're pulling your energy up to the top of your head, to the crown, your center of connection to spirit. And on the out, just let it go. And you might even picture or imagine that through those roots, you can release. So every out breath, just know that you're releasing whatever it is that's no longer necessary, no longer in alignment. So just continuing this breath as you pull your attention to your root, just at the base of your spine, at your seat. You can invite in the color red, and this is your connection to your center, to your core, to your connectedness to all that is. And just allow this center to open, expand, and take what it needs, all while releasing whatever is no longer in alignment. Whatever it is that you've been holding on to that perhaps has been making you feel a little uncentered or not grounded, just let that go. And then pulling your attention up a few inches, just below your belly button, right in your belly button area. This is your soul, sacral. It's your connection to relationships. Your sacral is also connected to your desires. So just inviting in the color orange, allowing the center to open and expand, just taking what it needs and releasing the rest. Releasing old relationship wounds, releasing anything that's blocking you from your highest desires, from getting what you want. Just allowing the center to open, to expand, and to take what it needs. And then pulling your attention up a couple more inches in between your belly button and your heart. This is your solar plexus. You can invite in the color yellow. Just allowing the center to open, to expand, and to take what it needs, leaving the rest. The solar plexus is your center of personal power, personal responsibility. So on your breath, just release any misuse of power, any manipulation or manipulative tendencies, any control issues, any low self-esteem, and invite in your divine personal power. And on the next breath, you pull your attention up to the heart space, inviting in the color green. The heart represents love, self-love, governs our relationships. So just allowing the center to open, to expand, just taking what it needs, clearing the rest. Letting go of any broken hearts, any difficulties in relationships, any depression, any imbalance, any lack of self-discipline can be released. So just allowing the center to open, expanding and taking what it needs, and releasing the rest. Pulling your attention to your throat, inviting in the color blue. The throat represents the ability to speak and communicate clearly and effectively. Just allow this center to open, to expand, and to take what it needs and clear the rest. Letting go of any times where you were not able to communicate or speak your truth. Releasing the past, allowing in openness, clarity, and wisdom. And pulling your attention to the third eye, just between the brows. Inviting in the color indigo. This is your gateway to your intuition. Just allowing the center to open and expand. Just taking what it needs and clearing the rest. Allowing for your psychic senses to open. And expand. Releasing any times where you doubted yourself or didn't listen. With forgiveness, forgiveness of self. And then one more time, pulling your attention to the top of your head, to the crown, or the 1,000-petaled lotus, the most potent energy center. This is your connection to spirit, to cosmic awareness, spiritual unity. And now see all 7 chakras perfectly aligned. All open and flowing. And invite in your Shiva aspect. Allow this energy to emulate through your entire being. All while feeling connected, rooted. The Shiva aspect allows us to take action where we need to follow through. It's our will, our determination. Just allowing this energy to emulate through your entire core, your entire being. And at this time, in your mind, in your own words, you could ask for a message or any insight that your divine masculine aspect may have for you. And trust that while it might come within this meditation, It could also come within the moments or days or even weeks after. So just set the intention to be open and aware, and to receive the message clearly with a knowingness. Moving forward, you can see yourself being able to take clear action, with clarity, with wisdom and flow. And just take a few moments just to allow this pure energy to move through you, emulating each piece of skin and blood and DNA and bone with your divinity, with purity. With grace. And we're going to close in just a moment, but before we do, I'd invite you to pull in the exalted emotion of gratitude. Gratitude for this experience, gratitude for this clearing, and gratitude for all of these beautiful blessings that are flowing your way. So just taking a couple more deep breaths all the way in. And all the way out. Really feeling the presence of the Shiva, the divine masculine. Feeling his strength, his power, his wisdom. You might feel it like a pulsing or a tingling or whatever it is that's perfect for you. And you can say thank you. Perhaps even thinking of that which you're wanting to manifest at this time and seeing it as if it's already happened in the present tense, all the while you're in balance, in grace, in pure consciousness. Ashe. Tapping in one more time to your heart space. Taking one more clearing breath all the way in. And all the way out. Good. And on your next breath, you can begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Perhaps allowing your eyes to open. Coming back. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I hope you guys liked this little meditation. It was just something I felt inspired to do. So let me know in the comments what you think. Love you guys.